I think Kendellhurst values students' learning experience. They also values being a global citizen and participating into many environmental related initiatives.
I'm Glenn Herbert, and I'm an editor with Our Kids. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading private schools to gain insights into their programs, culture, traditions, and leadership. This includes insights from parents, alumni, and administrators. This is the Our Kids Insider Perspective.
I have two kids in Kendellhurst family. Both were in Kendellhurst Academy's Early Learning Center. That was when they joined the Kendellhurst Early Learning Center when they was like 16 months. And because of the quality of Kendellhurst Early Learning Center, specifically how much my kids have learned, how much attention they received from the teachers every day, we decided to keep our kids in Kendellhurst for the grad school from grade 1 to grade 8. Both of my kids, they have very different personalities, but they have always been very happy in Kendallhurst. And if I asking how is the day going, their answers have always been good, and they love their teachers and friends in school. They also do really well academically. In Kendallhurst, they teach things a year ahead. For example, my son is in grade 8, but he's also taking grade 9 reach ahead academic credits in math and English literature. I think Kendallhurst Academy prepares our kids very well for success in this rapidly changing world. I think I appreciate many things. Um, According to my observations, I think a majority of Kendallhurst Academy's parents are busy working parents. So it was important that Kendallhurst Academy is taking the lead in educating our kids, while parents provide necessary support. To be honest, there was not a lot of support that was needed for our kids after grade 3. And our kids are on their own to complete homework and projects with quality. So I was very happy about it. I would like to talk a little bit about strengths first, and then I will get to the weakness. So the strengths to me is they offer tailored education, especially from grade 1 to grade 4. The kids could receive different assignments or homework according to their level. Give example, for example, if the student reading level is now to compare, like they could split the kids in reading different books given their reading levels. So another thing is because the school has a very tight and small community, parents' voice are typically heard and concerns are addressed very quickly by the school administrations. What I like the most about the academic related, education related thing at Kendallhurst, I think they have very clear plan and detailed instructions on how to improve students' literacy skills. They started actually from kindergarten about the reading plan and writing plan. So at about grade 4 to grade 5, our kids are able to write a complete and comprehensive book report on their own, which is amazing. But in terms of weakness, I actually don't have a comparison um, because my kids have been in Kendallhurst since they were 16 months. But by talking to friends with kids at the same age, I think Kendallhurst has a smaller community compared to other schools. And Therefore, there are fewer options in terms of after-school club selection, which is not necessarily a weakness. As then smaller school means you get to know most kids and their parents in school. I think what surprised me the most is uh, they provide tailored and advanced education. Um, that is not easy when the class is big, but Kendallhurst has a smaller parents students ratio, so that made it possible to have tailored and advanced education. Tailored education mainly happens, I think, before grade 3 and grade 4. I think back then, by then, kids are almost at the same level. And advanced education happens from kindergarten through grade 8. So they are always a year ahead in terms of curriculum. They also value a positive environment, value engagement, and those are the reasons um, we picked Kendallhurst and we stayed. I think Kendallhurst values students' learning experience. They also values being a global citizen and participating into many environmental related initiatives. And those are the things that that's part of my career too. I mean, in the environment field. So I feel that's something that I actually, um, it's not necessarily you see that in every school. And Kendallhurst is really on top of those things and teach kids many things related to environment, how to support the earth, how to support earth, and provide a more environment friendly um, initiatives, ask them to participate and hands-on experience, plant trees, release salmon, and and take them to the woods to see things, wildlife, rehab programs. There are so many things they're doing. They also support kids in Africa. There was a story, my kids would come home, say, I like take the money from their piggy bank and like $1, they would do um, there was a slogan I can't remember. That's back a few years ago. The kid in Africa they support is Musa. I think it's a Musa. So they have that, and then in a few years they switch to a different program to support farmers in Africa. So those things, the kids contributed a little bit, like $1 or two every week, but it's a lot to let them know what they're doing and how important those things are doing to support different community in different world in different part of the world. They get to see what is happening in the other part of the world. I think it's the experience. Not only they're supporting people globally, but also get to see what other kids are experiencing, and not everybody could enjoy what they get here in Canada. So that's something I feel like is important for kids to see and early on and appreciate what they get here in Canada. I think parents value most of parents, as I indicated early on, are working parents. So we work really hard to get where we are now. So we want our kids, we want school teach kids the same thing. And we want our kids to be more independent as time goes, to take on their own responsibility and work on their homework, assignments, and projects by themselves. And that is happening in Kendallhurst. So there need to be more support from parents in early on, like grade 1 to grade 3. Afterwards, it's all happening between teachers and students. And I think we stayed very close with the family in the same class. And the parents actually has WhatsApp group. We talk to each other, we discuss things. We then, if there's any concerns, we will let the school know. If there's any initiative we want school to do, we'll mention it to school administrations. they will respond to it. They always respond to it very quickly. So I think it's like a very close family in terms of community and the parents. And many parents has also moved on due to relocation and other reasons, but they stayed in the same WhatsApp group, and we talk about experiences as well. And it's great to like you're making friends there too as a parent. They have lots of things I like, and then most I think they have those spelling bee and the talent show, and those are very very exciting moments. And not both, sometimes my younger kids is shy about those things, but then she will try really hard to participate at least one of these every year, so see how she came out. It's not about if they win the event or the competition. It's more about participating in and enjoy the process and learn as the things as they go, and try their best. I think that is the most important part, and I think our kids get it. Like my younger one, I would say I will try one of this every year, so I was sure. If it's according to her personality, she would say, no, I don't want to do any, right? But her teacher and herself, they will try their best to do at least one. My other one would just do both and do well in both as well. Very positive, and they also reach out to me if they see things happening in the classroom. Like the principal, Paula, called me once last year or the year before last year, before pandemic, and see there's a kid with a pick up on Eric softly. And I don't think my son really paid attention. Maybe he was bothered a little bit, but he never thought it's a problem. He never really mentioned to me. But school has already working on it and let me know if there's any concerns. I was really impressed. Because usually when I think they have zero tolerance for bullies, but it's not even close to bully because my kid wasn't feeling really that he was hurt or bothered. So, because he didn't mention to us, when I talked to him, it was like striking it out. So it was like, typical kids at that age, they would, you know, make nicknames for each other and talk like the kid would, do things like that to him. But I don't think he was especially bothered. So my kid didn't talk to me, but school principal called me and informed me about this and let me know what happened and how they're working on it, and follow up on the update how they addressed the issues and what is the outcome. So those things actually make me feel my kids are in a very safe and positive environment. If a parent value tailored and advanced education, if a parents values safe environment for their kids, and if a parents values hardworking environments with engagement, I think Kendallhurst is a place to go. I think what I wish I knew is like you can actually directly talk to the school administration team, anyone, if you have any questions and problems, and they will respond to it. It's not to say that I have problems in the early days, I didn't talk, but I always feel like hesitated if I should or not. But once I get to know them better, I feel like it's just talk and take a phone call, and there isn't need for appointment or anything. I walk into the school, go into their office and chat, and any advice, suggestions, any concerns, they will listen. I feel like as parents we are heard, and they value our comments as well. So I think for any parents, if they send kids to the school, they know they can directly talk to anyone in the administration team, and they can get the most information from them if needed.
For more information about this school, you can visit their profile at ourkids.net.